Hello and welcome to a new video review, this time about a wide-angle hunting rifle scope, the Burris 6XE 1:6x24. The company Burris was founded in 1971, so more than 50 years ago, by Don Burris, which was back then responsible for many industry innovations. The headquarters is in Greeley, Colorado, in United States, and in 2002 the company was acquired by Beretta and is now part of the Beretta holding. Burris is known for their big selection of hunting and tactical rifle scopes, binoculars, but also mounts and many other accessories. As I said, the scope in front of me is a wide-angle driven hunting rifle scope with a magnification from 1 all the way to 6, and it has a 24mm objective lens. The scope was introduced in 2020, and the 6XE series is only made for the European market. Currently there are two products in this series, but later this year also the third scope comes to the series with the big magnification from 5 to 30 by 56, and the middle model is 3 to 18 by 56. All three scopes have a 6 times zoom factor magnification. As you can see, the entire construction of this scope is very sleek. It has a very modern design, which personally I really like. There are no sharp edges anywhere on the scope, and even though everything is nicely rounded, you have still really good grip on all the parts on the scope. The construction of this rifle scope is entirely out of aluminum, with the only rubberized part on the ocular. So everything else is made from aluminum. The scope is rated for all hunting calibers, so you can mount it even on a very strong recoiling calibers, and the scope should work perfectly fine. The scope is nitrogen purged, so you will get no internal fogging even in very cold environment, and it is also waterproof. The length of the scope is 275 millimeters and it weighs 492 grams. The main tube is 30 millimeters all the way to the objective, which is important if you want to mount also a night vision or thermal clip-on device in front of the scope. The scope is very affordable. It comes for 779 euros currently. And what is very interesting is that the scope comes with a 30 years warranty, which is a very long period, especially for such a price, which is quite unique on the market. The scope is made in China, and the reticle is positioned in the second focal plane. This scope comes only with one reticle design, which is the German number 4, which is the most common reticle used by hunters all around Europe. So it is a normal crosshair design with a illuminated dot in the middle. For the illumination, the dot has a optical fiber, so the illumination is very bright, and it is easily you can easily see it also on a very bright sunny day. The illumination can be controlled with this turret here, and it has 11 intensity settings. As you can see here, between each intensity setting there is an off position in between, so you can immediately come back to your desired intensity setting. Until 6 intensity setting, the illumination is designed for low light use, and from 7 on to 11 the intensity levels are designed for daytime use, so it is very strong. And as you can see here, even if you want to come directly to 11, you can immediately come from this stop position to the 11. Now for the battery compartment, it's located under this cap here. Like this here. And for the operation you need only one CR2032 battery. Now for the automatic turn off, the scope features a timer. If you don't use the scope for more than 2 hours, so after 2 hours the illumination turns automatically off, so it saves the battery life. Now for the turrets, these are capped, and under the turrets are hunting turrets like this with clicks in 1 centimeter. In 1 revolution you can make 6 milliradian of elevation, or 60 centimeters, and the turret is a multi-turn turret, so there are many turns available, because the internal elevation of this scope is from the data sheet 41 mil or 410 centimeters, but from what I've tried it's much more. The turret does not feature any a turn indicator, which is common, or in a hunting rifle scope it's pretty normal, and the turret can be reset to 0. So when you make your adjustment, let's say here, you can just easily pull the turret off, adjust so that the 0 is facing forward, and push the turret back down. And like this you're very easily and very quickly zeroed in. The same is with the windage turret. Also this turret has the same design, just that the clicks go up to 3 in both directions. But also this turret is a multi-turn turret, so you can go in either way, multiple turns also with the windage. And also this turret is resettable, so you can very easily adjust the 0, so like this. I have to mention the clicks on these turrets are really nice, very crisp, and they have a really nice feeling. So a really great design in my opinion. Now the caps, as I mentioned before, the entire design of this scope, it is very sleek, modern, and really nice grip also for the turret caps. Now for the construction, as you can see here, the part on the ocular is rubberized. It has a European style eyepiece, so you can very easily and quickly make the adjustments. The adjustments feel very smooth, and it is not too loose, so it has quite a bit of resistance, so it cannot happen that it somehow accidentally, when you take it out of the back, the rifle, that you adjust the eyepiece. The same is for the Magnification Ring. Also this one feels very, very smooth. And even though it looks like there is not much grip with this Magnification Ring, I have to say it's more than enough because of these cutouts here. So yeah, really, really nice design. Okay, now for the optical properties. Magnification, as I said, 1 to 6 by 24. So it has a 24mm objective lens. It has a 6 times zoom factor magnification. And what is special about this scope is the really big field of view. On the lowest setting, so at 1 times zoom, it is 40.3 meters at 100 meters. And at 6 times zoom, it's 6.8 meters at 100 meters. This is more than most competitors in this price class. And I think only one rifle scope in this price class has more. It's the GPO, I think. The scope has no tunneling effect. The eye relief, so the distance to your eye, is 95 millimeters, which is great. So you can use it also on very strong recoiling calibers. And yeah, it's for that because of the recoil, the rifle scope doesn't get near to your eye. The eye relief is also very forgiving, so you can move near or away from the scope and you'll still have a nice picture. And the same is with the eye box. It is also very, very good, especially at 1 times. You can really move with your head around and you will still have a nice picture through the entire scope. At 6 times zoom, it's not as good as on the lowest zoom setting, but it is still quite good, especially if you consider the price. For the image quality, I have to say the quality is very, very good, especially the resolution and color accuracy. And yeah, all this for under 800 euros. Now, what do you get in the box? First of all, a cleaning cloth, then flip-up covers for the objective and for the eyepiece, a user's guide with all the information you'll need about the scope, also about the reticles. Maybe I can show you here. Yeah, this is the reticle which is in this scope. It's the number 4 German reticle. So you can see a small dot in the middle. And lastly, a spare battery, the CR2032. Okay, now for a short summary. First of all, the positives. What do I like about the scope? The build quality. I really like also the design and finish of the whole product, and because it has no sharp edges, it is really comfortable to use. The scope has great optical quality. The illumination is very, very good, as I said, with optical fiber. The price to performance ratio is also very, very good. And lastly, on the turrets, the clicks feel really, really nice. And I also like that these turrets are resettable. Now, where do I see room for improvements? I have to say I couldn't find any major downside or let's say room for improvement, but the only thing what is in my opinion a downside is that it is made in China, which sometimes turns off the buyers. even though they produce high quality products, many people do not like this. Okay, this was a short video review of the Burris 6XE 126x24. If you have any additional questions, click the link below, and if you enjoyed, please like and subscribe. Thanks for watching.